Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2013 Week 9 review of the Southwestern 4A Conference. I'm Dale Ross.
I'm the pet man, Matt Morrow.
And Matt, we had some interesting things happen in Southwestern 4A.
Oh, I think so. I've heard about it a little bit.
You know, Butler snatched the conference away from Independence back, 4 or 5 years ago, and they've won 3 out of 4 state championships. And Rocky River is now tied for first with Porter Ridge, not Butler. Of course, their win that we'll call out here in a minute.
Right.
So the Rocky River and Porter Ridge are both undefeated, 4-0 and 3-0. Butler and Independence are tied behind them,
Right.
3-1 and 2-1. And then behind them we have Myers Park, East Mecklenburg, and Garinger all winless, and 0-3, 0-3, and 0-4. So it looks like, as far as the playoffs are concerned, right now I would say the number 1 seed is Rocky River, number 2 seed is Porter Ridge, and number 3 is Butler.
Right.
We obviously got some games to play out, and this could move around a little bit. And it looks like Independence, they have 5 wins, so they should be in. And I mentioned in the MEC, I didn't mention this in the Southern Mecklenburg 8, but Butler is leading the conference with 340 points, and Independence leading the conference for points allowed at 111. That's a big difference between that 60-some that we saw from Mallard Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Bubble teams, believe it or not, Myers Park is on the bubble, or potentially on the bubble. They've got to win out, though. They need to win.
That's tough there.
That's tough. 2 wins to make it to bubble, but their 3 remaining games is Independence, Garinger, and East Mecklenburg. Garinger and East Mecklenburg's 2 wins, that throws them on the bubble. That's 2 conference wins as well.
You never know. He could sneak in and be a 16. So.
You never know, exactly. And then, of course, if they were to pull the upset against Independence, which is highly unlikely, that would secure them. And of course, East Mecklenburg and Garinger, no playoff hopes there.
Right. Last week's action, of course, you mentioned Rocky River defeated Butler 28-21. People have said it's the biggest win in Rocky River's short history, which I tend to agree with. Independence defeated Garinger 69-0. No real surprise there.
No shocks.
Porter Ridge defeated Myers Park 43-7, which I thought that game might be a little closer, but obviously with the issues at Myers Park and Coach Stein, that game kind of got out of hand. A little bit about Rocky River Butler. Apparently that game went back and forth. Butler took a lead, and then Rocky River had the big touchdown run by the quarterback, Io.
Yep. I'm going to talk about him in the players of the week.
Okay.
Now Ramadan.
Yes. Very athletic kid, good player. And I'll talk more about this in the best of last, but Rocky River proved that they are a top team in the city. And Butler is still a good team. There's no shame in losing on the road by 7, and I'll talk more about that a little later here.
Well, I had some conversations with both coordinators prior to the game, and I'm talking about at Rocky River, and they felt good as far as matchups were concerned. They felt like they matched up very well with Butler this year, and if they could just get their kids to execute their schemes, they felt like they had a good chance at winning this game. And obviously the kids must have executed the scheme because they won.
Right.
And like you say, it's I've seen some talk about this is the worst team since blah blah blah. Still a pretty good team, but
I wouldn't mind coaching.
No, you're still talking about a top 5 team in the city of great teams. An area that has a lot of good teams. We're still talking about mine. I think you're going to see they're still my number 3. So I still think they're a very good team. They only lost by 1 score, so.
Right.
You know, congratulations to Rocky River as the torch been passed. You know, we don't know, but I will say that when Rocky River was formed, and we can go back and I'm sure someone's going to go search because I've already made this comment. I predicted that in 4 years that, you know, this would be a contending, they would be a contender for the conference, and don't be surprised if they are the new, you know, conference heads. So
Right.
this season's not over. And you really can't say that until the end of the season if they are the conference head. Then, of course, it's going to depend on what happens next year. But
Of course.
there you go. That's the Southwestern 4A for this week. We'll have the previews coming up next. Thanks.